Hello everyone, and today I'm going to be talking through how I did my mural in my own room. Just after getting this wall ready, this was the wallpaper before this. So my dad painted white, then 2 layers of white paint just to prime the wall first. After I knew I had a blank wall to play with, I was thinking of all these different ideas what I could do. And if you recognize this artist, well, inspired by this artist, but done by me, this has inspired my favourite artist, Keith Haring. Numerous sketchbooks to get the final ideas to come along. So this is like the room plan, and you can see like I have this back wall here, and I had like 3 layers I wanted to do. But then you go to the next sketchbook. I didn't do it in that one. I have so many sketchbooks, and if you're an artist, you'll get this. You have so many sketchbooks on the go, you don't know which one you've done it in. I did this in 4 different sketchbooks just to get the final idea. So I did it again. I haven't still cut this one in at this point. But this one's a bit crammed, and I did 2 layers instead of 3 to see how much. I hate when things are too busy, and and the room is not calm. My room needs to be like an artist room, but not as busy as an artist room wants to be. You know, if I wanted to go busy with this, I could have gone busy, but I didn't, because a room is supposed to be calm, it's supposed to be peaceful, it's supposed to be nice. It's nice to look at and not be like, where do your eyes like gather around? So then after that, I did it in my big Keith Haring sketchbook. Yes, my Keith Haring sketchbook. Yeah, I recreate some of his artwork in here and just dibble dabble in his art style. Absolutely love and adore. Then I had this. So I just focused on the characters more than the second 2 layers, and I also had the idea to do a disco ball above it, what I am still planning to do, but I need you guys' help. So if you stay at the end of this video, I will explain a bit more how you can try and help me to finalize my ideas of what would look better above the characters. So, if you don't know much about this artist called Keith Haring, if you are liking this style and want to know more about this artist, Keith Haring has loads of stuff on Pinterest, Google, look him up. Amazing artist. So after I did it on the sketchbooks and I knew what I wanted to do, it did take me a couple of weeks to procrastinate and get the proper work done for the back wall. So my first job was to get paints for the color scheme for it. I know I wanted to do I know I wanted to have a gay flag in here somewhere, but I was like, this is a box room, it's not gonna fit. So I was like, why not paint the characters as the color scheme as the gay flag? And this is what I went to an art shop and got 7 color paints. There, that's better. I did not realize at the time of buying these that this one is metallic and this one is metallic. But I'm happy that the white is metallic because you can tell it's different from the wallpaper white, so it pops out more than what it should do. You know when things just go wrong and you're like, this is metallic, not acrylic. And you're like, ah. But happy accents come the right way. Yeah, but for me to do it easier and do the characters for same each level, I did tracing paper. So for each one, I did a sketch outline. You can't really see them because they're on tracing paper, but I did the number of them, the order, and the paint color, so I didn't get lost where they were. That was a little bit better, so you can just see I did them on tracing paper first. And if I wasn't happy with the original sketch, I always did a second chance to go, which one do I like more? So I just did loads of tracing paper sketches and which ones I liked and which one I didn't like. And by the end of it, I had these 7 ones I wanted for it. I'm on the wall with blue tack and with the layers I wanted. I lined them up perfect so they each had the right amount of spaces, not by measurements, just by look. So after I did all these 7 original perfect ideas, what I wanted, that came to ideas. I put them on the wall, like I will be showing now my process, and I trace around them. Around all my 14 characters and 2 layers, I started painting. So for the painting, I firstly did 1 layer for each one. And they still look, they have brush strokes on for definitely like this one, but you can't really see in the video. But like, my first layer, all you could just see with brush strokes. So I was like, second layer, boom. First layer for this was very pale, so I had to go second layer on that. Some of them needed 3rd and 4th layer, like this blue one. And if you're wondering why in these videos I'm saying in between where I'm still painting this, why I have joggers and a t-shirt on, because I'm wearing old clothes, so I don't want to ruin these nice clothes that I have on in between. It's just my painting clothes, joggers and a t-shirt, an old t-shirt. And I ended up getting paint on them, so I'm glad I didn't wear anything like jeans that I didn't want to get paint on. So if you're wondering why I change clothes in the middle of these videos, it's just because I don't want to get paint on my new. We have the first coat done of the Keith Haring mural artwork. I know you can't see this one here, but it's really there. So you got dark green, a mixed green, oh, turquoise, light green, a white, or light blue, dark blue, and purple. Hungry. looks so tasty. I could eat it, but paint doesn't taste good. Next up is to do a second coat on all of them. Then maybe a 3rd coat on some of the lighter ones. Then black marker around them. Then this is coat 2 done. Yeah, I got a bit crazy with where I put the paint. Yeah, I wasn't sure what I was saying. I just my fingers all blue. So second coat's all done. As you can see for this one, there's a little light bit after 3rd, but I don't think any of the others need to be 3rd. So then after I've done those, paint markers. So if you see my shorts, you will see me painting them. You can go over to my short part after this video and see me painting different transitions and just. So after I did the painting of these by doing it by acrylic paint, you can use oil, but oil will take ages to dry, so I would pretty much say use acrylic or use spray painting if you like spray painting, if you have an air ventilated room. But I don't, and I have plants, so I want to keep them alive. Try, I am very bad at growing plants. Keeping them alive, not growing them. So after I painted all the 14 characters, I went over these paint markers. I was going to do plastic pens, but I couldn't find any plastic pens in the art store, so I just got these, what are still a really good brand. And I picked the thickest one out of them. I picked the thickest, 12mm jumbo paint marker pen. And then I picked the 2mm millimeters, the 2mm pen, so then I could smoothen out the lines. As you can see in the shorts, I went around it, then I smoothed out the lines just to make it more pop. The movement lines in the Keith Haring bits here are done with the smaller pen. I know in his artwork he has how he does the same thick outline, it's the same as the movement lines. I kind of went in a different option as like I want the outline to be thicker, and then I want the movement lines to be smaller. Okay, done with doing the outlines. I've got 4 more to do for the top row, then the bottom row, and the one that's always hiding behind this wall. About a quarter way done, 4 more to go. The outlining, then double row will be done. After I did the outline of them, if you're an artist, you will nitpick at all your work. I know it's a bad thing to do, but all artists do. They always critique their work, and as soon as I'm always looking at it above my head, I always see like not the mistakes, but there's like the little bits I could just fix. So like after it was finished, these lines here I thickened up a bit more things. I did. The amount of touch-ups I've done on this already is just like, leave it before you're in it. It's down. I'm going to show you a close-up of it so you can get a bit more info on it and that. So now you made it to the end of the video, it is now your time to help me out to finish this mural. So, sketchbooks, I wanted to do a disco ball up here. I've done a disco ball in the past on a flat brown canvas. I love it, but it's not the colour scheme of this, and I don't know. Do I go this small or this big? Do I do this size, keep it as this size, or do I go one up? And he's asking, how does it look up there? I'll show you now. So with a little ball, with a little disco ball, it looks like that. I know I put it in the middle, I feel like about there. The only thing I don't like about this is not the colour scheme of it. So I would have the colour scheme of the gay flag. The question is, do I go small or do I go big? I feel like the small one the small one highlights the characters, and I want the characters to be the focus point, but I like the big one because go big or go home, you know? But is this too big that it would just distract from these? Or would it be the right size that just complements them both? But yeah, I need your help. But if I have no comments and no nothing, then I will end up doing it myself. I'm really happy with this one. It shimmers. Because I use metallic paint or metallic watercolor paint. But yeah. So I'm gonna leave this walk now and do some of my own artwork and sea glass artwork. But I don't know what size to do, so help. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you have a bit more knowledge of how to do a mural of your own. And if this helped anyway, give it a thumbs up. If you have any more questions about this, the process, or anything in between, just comment them and then I'll try and get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you.